You know what is this? This is the LLM architecture. So we will learn about LLM architecture and what are the steps involved while we get the output when we type something into the LLM. So this is a UI and this is the different types of steps in this. So we have different types of modules in this, and we have telemetry surveys and prompt optimization tools. So in this we will go and understand and learn each one step by step. So we have user input and we have input enrichment tools here, and prompt considerations and prompt constructions and UI and UI end user. So in the user input, so in this we have vector database, and we have query embedding mapping to vector database embedding snippet full from vector database. So what does this mean? Vector database generally stores and retrieves embeddings for user queries. So data filter pre-processes data before sending it to embedding model. So before send it to embedding model, it pre-processes the data and it is sent to the embedding model. You can see the diagram in this. UI is nothing but the user, we will be seeing something like ChatGPT or Ollama, whatever we use the LLM to for our daily tasks. The behind, whatever the behind picture and scene, that we will be in this we will be doing. So UI will send the copy of query to the embedding model. So this embedding model will store in vector database, and then the data filter will happen. Then what will happen we will see. So we will have the initial prompt. So in initial prompt, this is optimized and for the LLM processing. So if we have some extra dots or extra exclamation marks, some spaces, so this here we will be optimized, and then we will be sending it to prompt optimization tool. So it refines the initial prompt to enhance the LLM interaction. So it interacts with different types of stages and different types of tools in this. So it optimizes the prompt that is sent by the user. The summary is generated, and then optimized prompt is sent to the LLM API, and then the LLM host will send it to the content classifier or filter. So content classifier, content is nothing but what user enters, and then that is filtered. Oh, and then that is sent to the next phase. So content classifier scans output for harmful or offensive content. These are censored LLMs, so we have this content classifier or filter. So the content classifier ensures content quality and appropriateness. So it tells us the correct words and appropriate words, whatever we have to use. I mean, like, it should not be offensive or harmful to someone. We should not use something which is offensive. So it filters the data, and here it will gives us the output. So here we got LLM output. Once we get the LLM output, it is sent to the user interface, and here output sent to the end user. So this is the telemetry service. This module is called as telemetry service. So here UI displays the inputs and outputs and manages interactions with the users. And end user is nothing but can review and interact with the outputs provided by the system. End user nothing but we or clients who use the LLM. Okay, so the initial prompt, we did we have to know about what is initial prompt. So the initial prompt is nothing but what we enter, what the queries we enter, and what we want the data from the LLM, so that we will enter here. And we LLM host, what is LLM host? So this is the central processing unit, and this will process where LLM generates the responses. The exact work is done here, where we will generate all the types of responses depending upon the optimized prompt input sent to the LLM. And LLM cache, so the name itself is saying that LLM cache stores the response from to reduce processing time for repeat queries. Okay, so it stores it. Output either stored is or pulled from LLM cache. So we stores the data here so that we can use it for multiple times. Always we cannot move the data from here UI to the LLM host. So LLM host will generally store it in cache and use it whenever it is required, and then it generates the response. And what is embedding model doing here? So the embedding model transforms query into embeddings for better processing. There are embedding models and there is vector base, and embedding models will store the data in embeddings and vector database will store the data in the form of vectors. So these store the data and then the data is filtered. What does data filter do here? It pre-processes the data before sending it to the optimization tool or embedding model. So it filters the data. I mean, like snippets injected into prompt. I mean, like if code is there or if something needs to be added to the initial prompt, then data filter will add that code, and that step is done in the data filter, and then it is again sent to the embedding model. And prompt construction, we have the already seen the UI will send it to the initial prompt, and then prompt optimization tool will optimize the response and then send it to LLM host, and then this LLM host will generate the responses and store the input in LLM cache and generates the output to the content classifier, and it generally sees if there is any offensive content and filters it, and then generates the LLM output, and then that is sent to the user. So this is the work done inside the LLM. So we have different types of vector databases, different types of embedding models, and different types of LLM cache and different types of LLM hosts. So all these are used in combination, so we will get the LLM response to the end user. And let's learn about Ollama today. That is one of the free LLM where we can install, and there are different models about that. So on it, so let's see how to install Ollama. This Ollama is a tool, okay, so that simplifies running and managing open source language models locally, and is especially popular among developers because it is a free resource. We have versions like Llama, Mistral, and Gemma. So we can see the different types of models in this. And this is the Llama different version, and GPT, BERT, T5, and we have versions. So we have model Llama and we have versions 1 and 2, and this is used for Llama natural language processing and transformer, and this is GPT 2, 3, 3.5 and 4. This is for text generation, attention and mechanisms. So BERT is also a version of Ollama. So this space large distal multilingual variants, contextual word embeddings. Okay, so these are used for developing. And we have codex 1, 2, 3 versions, which is code generation, natural language processing, and clip. Standard variants we have, and vision language processing. We have a model called Mistral where 7B, 9B and potential future updates we have in this, and this is for efficient transformer architecture. And Gemma. Gemma is the latest version, so it is used these days. Conversational AI, advanced NLP strategies, and distill BERT is small or big. All versions are available. Lightweight BERT and transfer learning it is used for. And there are different types of models actually. So we have, other than this, we have different types of llamas like code llama, fine tuning for coding and code understanding tasks, and chat model. We have open chat model, and where the versions are chat model, a tuned model for more open and expressive conversation. So we can install Ollama in our system. So we can install the Ollama. In this we have different types of models. These are the latest models which are added by Ollama. And next we can download it by clicking here. Let's click here. And for this is Windows system, so I am using Windows. If you want Mac OS, you can select Mac OS and then download it. And if you want Linux, you can download this. You can select, you will get it with the installation command. And if I am using Windows, so just slow for the download for Windows option here, and it is getting downloaded. So let's wait for the download to get completed. You can see the download is in progress, and the download is about to finish. It takes some 1 minute or some 50 seconds to download. So let's run it once it is downloaded. So the setup.exe is downloaded here. So once it is done, we can click on download and open it. And thus Ollama, we have different types of use cases like offline chatbots, coding assistants, voice assistants, pairing with speech to text, ITTS, local data analysis, private and secure environments. You can install it locally with and you can use it. I mean, like without internet also you can use this Ollama and run it in your system. And we can use its key features like run models locally and simple CLI interface. Okay, one linear command and run models, different types of models in our system, and cross platforms, work on Mac OS, Linux and Windows. Okay, so the setup is done. When I click on it, it will run the setup file. I'll be able to see the setup file. Maybe it is running already. So multiple files have opened, so let's install one. So I'm installing it in the general location where it has suggested. You can give her your own path for the suggestion, and this is the it is installing as of now. So let's install it and then see what it actually does. I will show it how to access this and how to run different types of models, and we can see the models in this meanwhile. This is Gemma 3 and this is QWQ. It is qwen series. This is a reasoning model, and a deepseek R1. It is a reasoning model with comparable performance. Okay, Mistral small 3.1. This is enhances long text capabilities. Next, Llama 3.3, and these are the older versions, 4 months ago versions. Okay, compared to Llama 3.405 model. And this is fee 4. This is art open model for Microsoft, and this is 3.2. This is 1B and 3B models. And nomic embed text Mistral Llama 3 qwen 2.5 is nothing but qwen series. And iLava, so is end-to-end trained large multi-model model. So this is for language understanding. So Gemma first is a family lightweight, and it is we can install it easily. So the installation of our Llama is installed, and once it is installed, then we have to open this and run the query whichever we want. So this query we will be running. So we will be able to access this Ollama, and version is Gemma 3. And when we open this model in this, we will be seeing different types of metadata of how it is and what actually are there inside this. And next is params. We have different types of params like top K64, top P 0.9. Okay, and we have different types of versions, 12B, 27B. When you click on view all, we will be able to see all the versions of Gemma 3 in this. Different types of versions we will be having, and template. In this we will be having the template. If we want to use it, we can embed it and use it. And license code. This license, I mean, like whether we will be able to use it, or I mean, like authorized, it is authorized. Okay, so we have different types of versions in this, we can use it. And what is Gemma 3? Gemma 3, and we can know more about this. It's a compact design, allows deployment on resource limited devices, how we have to run it and how we have to install it. These are the different types of versions how we can install it. Quantization aware models, and this is the diagram how how it performs different types at different places. Okay, chatbot arena elos score. Okay, so this is the score based on the performances and different types of models whatever we do. Okay, so and we have different types of versions in this also, QWQ, and we have different types of scores in this. And future work, they are planning to do more enhancements in it and greater intelligence, to add greater intelligence and integrations with different types of technologies, and we can use it. Artificial general intelligence, nowadays baby AGI is famous, and we have created one video, you can see it. And please subscribe to our channel if you like the content so that we can proceed. I hope the Llama is installed. So let's open the PowerShell in administrative mode. It will ask for a prompt whether to continue or not, and then we have to click on continue. And let's copy this command and paste it here and click enter. It is trying to copy the Gemma 3 files or models into our system. So now it is trying to install the Ollama 3 Gemma 3 variant. So here we can see the 2% and 3% here, and the type, how much MB it is trying to download. Overall it is 3.3 GB, but here we are giving almost it is trying to download it very fastly because of my big server and big capacity of my system. So you can try to download it. It will download based on your system's capacity and technologies. You can download the different types of models. We have different types of models like Gemma 3, Mistral, QWQ, and different types of models. And let it download. Once it downloads, we will learn about it. And the deepseek R1. So nowadays deepseek is also famous, and we can run Ollama with deepseek, and we have distilled models. And how to run this, we can run in this in our system also, like Ollama run deepseek and Ollama run deepseek R1 7B and Ollama run deepseek R1. These are the different models and how each performed at different times, like code forces and math 500, and we have license also to use it. Okay, this is the models and different types of models and their performance and how they are giving the output. We can install these also in our system, and these are models and params, template license. These are used for the embedding purposes, and so we can use it easily. And deepseek also we can use it, where these are the free resources. So deepseek and Ollama together we can use it. I will be trying to make the video in next video, and I think it is only installed 36%, so let's wait so that it will install 100%. Let the installation continue. It is 71% now. So let's see what is GitHub and Discord on the Ollama website. So this GitHub is nothing but the code where we can reuse it and we can change it and deploy it in our GitHub code, and we can even clone it and use it. There are different types of folders in this where the code is stored. So all these folders will be having the data in this. So we can use different types of, and we have different types of code in this, so we can use it based on our requirement. And this is Discord. So if you have the Discord account, then you can use it. The Discord account I have logged in already, so it will be showing the logged in request. So let's see whether how it logs in. So I think the installation is only up to 91%. So let's wait so it reaches 100%. And Discord is opened, and it will ask you for the login. Okay, and there are different types of technologies where we can connect, and we can go to the home. Okay, so we can run Llama 3.3, deepseek, Mistral, other models also locally, so that will enhance our productivity. And this is, you can see how it is getting downloaded. So I think it is completely downloaded, and it is verifying 256 char 256, so that we will get authenticated and good quality data. So you can search, sort these models on different types actually. So these are the tools and these are the embeddings, and it depends upon the vision we can share it. Okay, so these are the, see, you can see how many downloads you can did, how many are downloaded, and when it was updated, last updated 14 months ago. So these are completely updating and continuously updating. Okay, so it is ready. Let's type our message with the Ollama. So let's type something interesting. you can see how it is writing and how its perception of how what would happen, what would have happened. So the initial encounters and reactions, cultural, religion, clash, political and military interactions, long-term consequences and important caveats. And it is asking me question also the role of specific rulers and impact of man and religion and the specific region of interaction. So this is how an Ollama works in your PowerShell when it is installed successfully, and when you want to do something with Ollama and you can use it in your system without any third party and UIs or some portals to use it. You can write it in your system locally and use it based on various use cases and to plan your code according to your requirement. Thank you. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.